Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this new video. And yeah, in today's video we have an unboxing. After a long time, I think the last unboxing I did was Wraith of God. But anyways, today I have another unboxing, and yeah, I've been waiting for this for quite a while, and I got the notification for it I think about over a month ago, and but it finally came, and I'm talking about the package of MAVRICS. And yeah, I'm completely excited about this. As I was saying, I've been waiting for this for a while. I haven't read it yet. I know that the digital perk went out a while back, but I've waited for this moment to finally dig into it and read it. And so it's finally here. It's a big box. I feel like that kid Sid from Toy Story, when he's like, "It finally came," and the big one. The big the big box. This is the box weight, it weighs 2 kilos, which is about 6 pounds, which is a lot. And so yeah, I already run ahead and cut this part open. I'm not showing you the rest of the box because it's got my address on it, but I already cut this open, and so I'm about to pull out. Man, it's just heavy. About to pull out all the good stuff that's inside. Yeah, so props. Yeah, props to Frequency Girl for wrapping this up. It looks impeccable. So yeah, this is what you get inside. Oh man, I'm almost ashamed to cut that, tear that out apart. Maybe I could just slide it out, bypass the wrapping. Yeah, I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I'm fully aware that there's like a lot of stuff that's in the package, so this could be a while. Yeah, I don't want to cut that. I'm probably going to cut around that. But yeah, so we got that. We got this and this. Man. All right, here's the book. So what I see here first is the book, expertly packaged and wrapped up. Man, that's awesome. Sorry for the background noise, but yeah, let's cut into this. Oh. That's awesome. And look at that. It's got the spot gloss on it. It's got the matte finish, and then the spot gloss on the mech. Man, this is awesome. Yeah, nice job on that. Man, global frequency. Crazy. I always freak out when I see like these people that I follow on online on Twitter and stuff like that, and I see all these people you know, I see them like just digitally, but then it manifests into like a physical product, and then you can see like all the work that they did, all the stuff that I've been seeing online. Yeah, look at that. I remember these images from the campaign. Look at that. Neff. I don't want to get anybody into any trouble, but I think there should be like a special shout out to Freak Girl for packaging Freak Girl. Something like that, maybe for the next campaign. But yes, this is awesome. Awesome stuff. Yeah, editor. That bodes well already. Yeah, look at this stuff. Wow. I'm excited. Yeah, I don't want to spoil too much of it, but yeah, good stuff, man. Oh, look at these. Look at these pages, these pinups. Joe Ball, Preston. Look at that. I'm gonna thoroughly enjoy looking at all this stuff later on, man. Great stuff. I wonder if my stuff is in here. Look at that. I know I get the pinup, but I don't know if I was in the book. I think those are the covers that are in the book. That's probably. And good stuff, man. Oh, sweet Rob Willis art. Yeah, good stuff, man. But yeah, I'll oogle at that later. I'll take a look at that later. Let's see what else. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, this is the one that I bagged. I got this on the Bancroft show. It's got the ARO orangutan on it. Look at that packaging, man. Good stuff. Look at that. Man, that's awesome. Hopefully I don't mess anything up here. Get a nice patch. Look at that. Nice. Look at this one also. One that's Chernobog, I think is the character. That's dope. I'll be using that. I'm sorry for the noise, but I'll be using that in some way or form. I'll put that on something. And let's see. I think this might be the pin. I think this might be the pins. Yeah, look at that. I have no idea what these things mean, but I'll find out through the book. So in the book, I'll read this and I'll know exactly what these are. But if I'm not mistaken, this is from the bad guy, Chernobog, I think. But yeah, that's dope. That's dope stuff right there. Look at that packaging, man. Jeez. Oh, that's dope. I like that. Let's pull this out. Wait, did this break? Did that break off? It probably did. Oh, that sucks. I'll probably glue it on later. But look at that. That's nice. See, by the design of it and by the fact that I drew this character before, I can tell you that this is Mother. Yeah, look at that. It's got the spikes on the shoulder right there. Got that gun. That's dope. I like this. This is nice. This is awesome. That's a bunch of stuff here, man. The guys went all out. Yes. There's a magnet. I love magnets. I didn't think I liked them so much until I got one from Lucent, then I got one from Spells and Superheroes. Man, magnets are cool. So I can't wait to put this on the fridge. Look at that. That's also Mother. That's the same character here. Bow. That's awesome. I think these are the Chibi stickers. If anybody watching in the chat, if anybody watching can comment and correct me on any mistakes that I made, that'd be great. I'm not 100% sure. Look at that. These are all the characters. So much of them. Look at that one here. If it'll focus in on that. Yeah, buddy. He looks like he might be the bad guy. I'll find out when I read. A cool character. There's this guy. And then the mechs. Of course, you gotta have the mechs. It's Mother. This is Hot Shot. Hot Shot. Cold Shoulder. It's the blue one. And Bigfoot. And Jester. Correct me if I'm wrong with these names. And man, I forgot the big guy's name. I think that's not Bigfoot. This is man, I forgot the guy's name. But yeah, I think this is my favorite one. My favorite mech. I forgot his name because he's got this big old gun, big old cannon and stuff. That's Chernobog. It'll hit me in a moment what his name is. And I don't know who this is. Man, this is nice. Yes. Yes. Oh. But yeah, I'm a big bookmark guy. I'm going to enjoy that. Let's see what happens. This is nice. Got some cool cards. That's dope. Yeah, I like how they did that. Maybe it's got the guy's name on the back. Ripper. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, so this guy here is Ripper. My favorite mech. Ripper. I like Ripper. Ripper's cool. Got a big old gun. Did I get everybody else right? Yeah, see Kosho, the Hot Shot Mother. Jester, Bigfoot. Yeah, I just missed Ripper. I like that. What does this mean? Oh, that's dope. And then Wendigo. I don't know why. How come I don't remember that guy? Got some more stickers here. I like stickers, but in the whole stickers and bookmark debate, I'm on the bookmark side. Man, look at this chip. Man, everything is nicely packaged. Look at this. I hope you guys are looking at this so you can pay attention to these details. Look at this. Look at the great effort and work that Global Frequency went to get this to us like this. Northern Continental Alliance. This is the Shanggu my bad. Unification of Zhanggu. Shanggu. You got pop sockets. That's dope. This is for your cell phone, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I'm out of the loop. I'm not one of those hip guys anymore. I used to be hip and swaggy back in the day, but now. Oh, that's dope. Yeah, there it is. Maybe I'll make use of it, or I'll give it to my daughter, or my wife might make use of that. That's dope though. I like how they did that. Look, some more stickers. Yeah. Oh, here comes that metal. Oh, look at that, the metal print. Man, this is my first metal print. I've been wanting to get my hands on a metal print. But look at that. This is dope. Yeah, the next metal product I'm going to get is going to be from the bookmark versus stickers campaign. I suggest you guys also back that. Look at that stuff. From Phoenix Animation, he does this. He does these prints like this. Amazing work. Amazing work. Shout out to him. Shout out to Phoenix. I haven't seen him around a lot lately. Hopefully he's doing all right. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like that. This is packaged tight like a tiger. Let's see what else we got. Then we get to go to all the prints. I know I got one print in there I want to check out. I wonder which one. If anybody's gotten this, they will know exactly which print I'm going to jump to first, because I did a piece for this for the campaign. Oh, that's dope. I like that. Man, I think they got everything. I wonder if there's anything, any other perk that they may have not thought about. They got everything. I think these are the standees. Look at that. I think I'll keep these inside this, and I'll pull out one so you guys can see how it looks like. Because there's a bunch. I'll pull one out so you guys can see how they look like. And I'm looking for Ripper. Yeah, boy. I seriously thought I was gonna get this for Christmas. I was like, this would be a nice Christmas gift, a nice way to end the year. But there's been a bunch of hiccups. Not on Global Frequency side, on my country's end, because in Peru they get pretty trying to figure this out. They get pretty hectic with packages that are this size. There's like a bunch of paperwork that I had to. They got in contact with me, told me there's a shipment here. No, how'd it go? Wait. I got the tracking number, and then when it got to South America, when it got to Peru, I had to get in contact with I got in contact with him, I think, and I gave him the tracking number and asked him where it was at, and then they told me that I had to go through a certain process to get my stuff out here. So I finally got it today. So great, this is awesome. Look at that. You got it inserted into this thing here, but I didn't fully insert it yet because I don't want to break it, But yeah, this is dope. This is nice. And then you can put the rest of them up and have little little fights. So we can all be kids again. Yeah. Man, there's so much. I'm sorry for shaking the camera, my bad. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is the one that I backed. I got the Rob Willis cover to it because yeah, that's cool. So I get the. I'll probably just keep one wrapped up. I should have just opened this one. I don't know, but I'll keep one. That's awesome. So I got the other book, and I got this to get some backstory information on the characters. I got the active duty ash can. I like how they did this also. MAVRICS, declassified. I remember this page. I didn't draw this page, but I did get a sneak peek at this page way in pre-production. Look at that. See how crisp it is? Did you hear that? Those pages? Yeah, I'm not going to ruin this for you guys. Now let's take a look at the pinups. There's this whole section of pinups here. Oh wow, names on here too. Cool. Oh, this is a nice idea. That way we know who's drawing what. Yeah, that's mine right there. Selfie. Art by me, color by Matt Yackey. This is the first time I did a piece with Matt Yackey. When I saw what he did here, I was like, no way, man, this guy did a really good job. And and it was because of this piece that I got in contact with him to do the colors for the cover of my comic, because his work is phenomenal. Yeah, and this happened thanks to Neff. He had asked me if there was anybody in particular that I wanted to work with, and I was like, yeah, let me try it. I would like to see what Matt Yackey could do on my colors, and I was not disappointed. Man, all the artwork on this is just awesome. Take a look at this piece. Let's see who this one is. We gave proper shout outs to everybody who did work on this. This is from Mike McMahon. He's the artist of U.S. Assassin. I'm a big fan of Mike. I had a feeling this was Mike's. Yeah, this is dope. This stuff here gave let me know if it was Mike's or not. This stuff here, the way he does his rendering and good stuff. Hey, he hit his name pretty well too. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, he did the mixed justice. Look at that. That's a dope piece. I wonder if I could have got away with a two-piece like that. Who knows? But yeah, excellent work. This is from Mike McMahon. Mike McMahon. Hold on, let me do some proper stuff. Like this. Alright, here we go. That's the artwork right there. And the artist is Mike McMahon, and then the colors on this is Matt Yackey. I was wondering because of the sky if it was Matt Yackey, but yeah. Good stuff, man. Yeah. So that's the first piece. Next we have I remember this piece. Next we have Luke Stone did this. And if I'm not mistaken, this is colors by Ictus. Ictus did the color work on this. Luke Stone from Luke Stone Studios. Luke Stone is I guess you can call it the mastermind or the brains behind the. I wouldn't know the brains, but the leader in charge of this whole new website that's going to be launching soon called Fund My Comic. He got together with some people to see if they can create their own website where they can do crowdfunding on that website as a sort of a way to give us another alternative to Kickstarter and Indiegogo and all these other platforms that seem to be shadow banning and doing dirty a bunch of the CG campaigns. So Luke took the initiative and is working on creating a new site called Fund My Comic, which I think is great. I think it's a really good idea that there's that we have that alternative for creators, and yeah, hopefully I don't know if I can benefit from that. I don't know, but if it's possible, I probably might jump on that boat myself. You know, so props to Luke and his team and everybody. Oh, I already saw mine, but we'll leave mine to the end. This is from my boy. I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Xavius? I don't know. I don't want to. I think I'm butchering his name, but hopefully it's not. But yeah, so Xavius did this. Yeah, the colors and everything. This style of art is great. He does the painting and stuff like that, digital work. Excellent stuff. Excellent stuff. That gesture. That's nice. Awesome designs. Awesome work. It's got the lighting coming in from the right, and it's got the right side here highlighted. Excellent use of colors and stuff. Great stuff, man. Great work. Next we have, let's see who this is. Can't make this out. This is called a Chaotic Crossover by Brian Balondo, and the colors by another Brian McNay. I have no idea who these guys are. But yeah, great work. Looks nice. Is that Chernobog fighting alongside? Yeah, so we can see Gesture, Cold Shoulder, Hot Shot, Mother, Ripper. I'm assuming that's Wendigo. And he did he's looking down, so he did a shot from above, fighting off these monsters. It's a dope shot. I like this. Yeah, buddy. Good stuff, man. Oh man. This is Car Wash by Mike McMahon and colors from Matt Yackey. I think Mike McMahon is another fan of Matt Yackey also. Yeah, I guess the chicks always have to be featured. Good stuff. This one's called Thunderstruck. Oh, by Brian Shear. Nice stuff, man. Yeah, Brian Shear does a lot of work with Transformers. He draws a lot of things for Transformers, and if I'm not mistaken, I think he's based in North Carolina, which is where I used to live in the States also. Cool stuff. Yeah, he did this justice too. Look at that. I wonder if this is his creation. I wonder who this is. Like a cross. Yeah. Thunderstruck. I don't know. But yeah, good stuff. Excellent work. And if this happens to be a Transformer, then I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not a big Transformer buff. Don't everybody jump at me all at once. I know Bumblebee, I know Shockwave, I know Megatron, Optimus, but I don't know them all. That doesn't look like somebody. I don't know. Correct me in the what's it called? In the comments. In the comments section. Oh, this is nice. This is RNA. Art by Maxi Dallo, and the colors by Steve Cannon. Nice. Yeah, Steve Cannon and Maxi Dallo, they work. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't followed Steve's career too much, but I know he did colors on Lost Pages, if I'm not mistaken. And I know Maxi, I've been a follower of his for a while. He's from Argentina. He did the interiors and almost everything for Jack Irons. This is Jack Irons right here. He's another. I think he's an icon of the indie scene because Jack Irons has been out there for a while, and I did a piece on an art piece of his also. I'm a big fan of Maxi's work. He does really, really good work and traditional art, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen some of his traditional pieces, and I think this is all traditional. This is like brushstrokes and stuff like that here, and just a big fan of his work. That's nice. So these are all of the pilots from of the mechs of MAVRICS, and we have a Mother here, and yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Nice. Yeah, Dalo. Yeah, he's an excellent artist. And then we have Face Off. This is by my boy Matt Barr. Yeah, Face Off. Look at that. And the colors with Billy Basco. Yeah, excellent colors. Yeah, Matt always brings it with each piece. He's got a great style. He's got a really cool style. And good stuff, man. If I'm not saying too much, I'm just looking at the art, just for what, looking at everything that he did here, all of the line work here. He did. It's a nice matte finish, or maybe it's just. And then Billy, who did this. And good stuff, man. The hatching on the smoke here, the background, the debris, 2 mechs. We gotta also understand that these are like I don't know if these are like big monster size robots. They're not like human size. They're big, huge monsters. So this is made to scale. Like these buildings are small, the cars are small. The car here is small. It's just like these 2 big monsters going at it. Good stuff, man. Shout out to Matt, my boy Matt Barr, and shout out to Billy Basco. I like pronouncing that. I like saying his name, Billy Basco. And here's Chernobog. If I'm not mistaken, this is the big bad guy for the story of the comic. And this is done by Jeremy Thevenant. I had him on a show a while back. He did a piece. He's currently funding his book, Backend Recourse. Please be sure to follow that on Indiegogo. Excellent artwork that he's doing for that story. And then you can see here, like, excellent work with this also. And he did the colors. He did everything himself. Look at that. This is his vision, 100%. This is awesome stuff, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, shout out to Jeremy. I had him on the show. Good stuff. Great chat. You can check it out. You can look back at that conversation. Also, look back on the tabs on the channel. You got to click on where it says live, and then you'll see all of the shows that I had and some other different guests that I had on. And check it out. So this is Kurito Supreme by Eric Ninaltowski. Yeah, I'm aware of Eric. I haven't gotten a chance to talk much with him, but I'm fully aware of his work. He's the creator of Shadow Sentry. He recently completed his fulfillment for Shadow Sentry Book 2. I got both of those in digital, and I'll be taking a look at that soon. And I'm a big fan of his also, because he does really good work. I've seen him do pieces for Viking Wolf. And yeah, excellent artist. Really good stuff. Yeah, this piece is dope. The sword and everything. Composition. You got these things here in the foreground. You got the center, which is the midground here. And you got, I like the composition because it's got this thing going here. And then you have the background buildings going this way. Nice composition. A Ripper here. Ripper, then Hot Shot. And then this is Bigfoot. He took them all out. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. Great work. Great work. This is called Hot Shot. This is by Jason. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, man. I didn't know they were on this. This is nice. This is dope. This is a nice treat. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to back in too many more physical books. I backed a bunch in 2021. I backed a bunch. Then I just can't continue backing more, because I'll be drained out of my money. But yeah, Jason and Ink Spots, they are the creators of Frog G, and yeah, Frog G is an awesome comic. You guys should check it out. And I just love the synergy, the connection, the understanding that Jason and Ink Spots have for each other and in their work. This is just awesome. Look at this. Ink Spots is also an incredible colorist. Look at this. Look at his use of lights here. How he just lights that. Man, just digging it completely. Man. It's so visceral. Like, it's in your face. It's in your face. It's like the ink's like... Jason has no restraint. He's just... the line that goes down is the line that he puts down, and that's it. It came out nice. Came out really great. Came out really great. Look at this piece. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. You guys should back their book. This is just awesome stuff, man. Hot shot. That's nice. I like that. I like that. This one is The Boys. This is completely done by Billy Basco. I like say, I'm sorry, Billy, if I'm pissing you off or anything, but yeah. Billy Basco. Awesome stuff, man. This is a painting. It's like a picture. Yeah. Great understanding of lights and colors because he's got the darker ones going forward and it fades out the further away it goes. He's got your light sources coming from here. He's got the shadow. Just even the shadows on the soldiers are properly illuminating. Crazy. Look at that. Just a hint of the green from, look at that. This is like a photo, man. Awesome stuff, man. Yeah, man, Billy Basco. Great stuff, man. I like this piece. This is really nice. Nice face. I like that. Next we got I'm tripping out because I'm going to show you mine at the end. It's going to look like crap compared to all these other great pieces. This is called No Cowards. This is by, oh man, this is nice. Yeah, by Rich Ayala. This is awesome. Yeah, there it is right there. And Oliver. Nice. Yeah, I'm big fans of all these people, all these artists, and I don't, like, for example, like, I wasn't able to back Rich's campaign either. I missed out on Cryptonos because I just can't. But yeah, I'm so happy that I have some of their artwork here with me. So this is a good piece from Rich. Man, he's the creator of Roach Balls. If you're not aware, you should go back Roach Balls. He showed a picture recently of thumbnails. All the thumbnails I think are finished for book 2. So he's gonna start working on book 2, and so got to get hyped because it's gonna come. And yeah, you guys should just get on Roach Balls for real. Look at that. Yeah, and Oliver's also a great colorist. He's done a lot of great work. He did the coloring from U.S. Assassin, for U.S. Assassin. I think it's book 2 that he did, and he did really a good job on that. Really good stuff. Yeah, Oliver's a great guy, and Rich is a great guy also. Shout out to you. Shout out to the comics guy, to the comic Guay. I don't Guayzine. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't. Yeah, but comics Guay. Esos güeyes, mis carnales, my comic book carnales. ¿A poco no? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, shout out to the boys. Shout out to 656. Yeah, shout out to the guys. It's like everybody's in this. And Preston Acevedo, yeah, I haven't seen a lot of his work recently, but yeah, he's on everything. And he put out what, in my opinion, could be like the coolest cover that I've seen. I don't know, yeah, one of the coolest covers that I've seen in CG. With his cover on Lost Pages too. Just an awesome cover. Just the concept alone of composition, the colors that he chose, and just how he executed that piece. Just great stuff. Yeah, and I saw this. Here's a little story for you guys. I saw this piece. Way early on before I started doing my piece, and because Neff reached out, I'm assuming he reached out to all of us like well before he started working on any of this, and when he reached out to me, he sent me a file so I could take a look at some of the references of what the characters look like, and one of the pieces that was in that file that he sent me was this, and I saw this from the get-go. I was like, man, I got to bring my A game because the Preston Acevedo is going to be in this campaign. I was like, oh man, that put a lot of pressure on me. On anyone, I think, who would, you're doing a piece and you know Preston's on, you got to bring it, man. No slacking. Yeah, good stuff, man. He's great stuff. Great stuff. I like how he's using this white here on this white outline to make this pop, make this come forward a little bit. I like how he's doing that. It's just so you can understand, he's doing that here because he wants this to pop out versus not doing it down here or on this blade. Because it's just the way that he wants certain elements to pop so you can create a balance with the overall picture. Here on this, he's got the green, the rim lighting on this side. So it's got like It's got this white, this green. Composition wise, I'm just taking a look at this and how it works. It's making it work really nice. Great stuff, man. Great piece. Yeah, great stuff. Yeah, every piece of art that I come across online, I look at it, I study it, I try to see what makes it work. Why does it work the way it does, and I try to get to the understanding of the artist. Like, why would they put that piece there and not somewhere else? Because these are all decisions that we make as we execute these pieces. And so it's like, I study everything and everybody. And this is a Joe Ball piece. I got some of Joe Ball's other pinups, because he was also on, he did some artwork for Murder Weapon, which is from Aaron Calamari. I don't know if I pronounced his last name right, but yes, I've seen his work before. I've seen Joe's work before. It's always stellar, always great. I think this is Wendigo again. I think this is Wendigo. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Wendigo. Yeah, good stuff. Here, for example, if you look at it composition-wise, it's obviously in the diagonal, and it's always from big to small. So he's got that trajectory going that way. And it's great. It's great. So she's the main character, and it's going through the rest of the characters. Each one next to their respective mechs. Yeah, buddy. John Joseph Ball. I heard from I think he said it himself on one of the streams that he doesn't like Joe Ball that much. He prefers to be called Joseph. I don't know. Maybe he can shed some light on that. But yeah, so this is a Joe Ball piece, and the colors on this one is Marcos Martins. I'm also aware of Marcos. Also, he's done a lot of work before for CG, and he's a Brazilian colorist. He's really good colors. Yeah, they mesh pretty well here also. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Oh, nice. I remember this piece. It's just from Joe Catapano. He is the creator of Star Circuit, and he's currently also working on Star Circuit #2. I was a big fan of his work, of the first book. Star Circuit came out really nice. He's got a really great style. I don't know if you would say anime style, but it's a really great style. I like I like how he executed that book. He's got a lot of cool shots in there, and great use of panels and stuff like that. And so here's another piece by him. And I'm not sure who that is. Is it the same? Is that Cold Shoulders character? Probably is, huh? But yeah, so here, this is a nice shot because it's the image should, because this is the horizon, and so that's the vanishing point. So it's going there, and yeah, man, great shot. It's an excellent angle that he chose to do this. And he tilted it, so makes it look nice. Yeah, great stuff. Big fan. Yeah, so be on the lookout for Star Circuit 2. I'm pretty sure it's coming out next year. And this is I don't know if it'd be proper to say this, but this is from the king of homages. No, my good friend Shelby Robertson. Excellent artist, just amazing. I'm a big fan of his line work. I'm a big fan of all his work, his colors. Yeah, Shelby is like the whole package, the complete package. He does line work, he does colors, he does everything. And yeah, this piece is completely him. This is an homage. If I don't know if people are aware, this is an homage for a Spider-Man cover. And yeah, just great job, great job. Look at that, man. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, this is Gesture. Yeah. I thought for a second it was Mother, but it's not Mother, it's Gesture. Great stuff, man. Excellent artist. Shelby Robertson. Hey, there it is. After John Romita. Yeah, buddy. And John Romita is an excellent artist also. Oh, man. Yeah, good stuff. Excellent piece. That also was a cover by itself. This piece here was a cover of one of for one of the tiers. You can get this as a cover. I think you could also get this as a cover, and I think this was a cover, and I think this was a cover. I think these were the cover options that were on the campaign. Neff or Freak Girl can correct me on that. And this next one was also an option on the cover. And this is from my buddy Rob Willis. Rob Willis. Yeah, man, I'm a big fan of Rob Willis. Oh, this is Willis and Yaki. Oh, man. This kind of art gets me in the feels. Yeah, this is a great piece. Man. Yeah, I saw this. I first saw this in black and whites, and just the thing that keeps always amazing me from Rob's work is his hatching. He does amazing hatching. He's just got a great understanding of lights and darks, like and where the light source is, and working with the shape, and so he's able to hatch things in such a way that you can easily tell what the shape is of the things that he's drawing. And yeah, he's got a great handle on that. And it's just I study his work all the time, and he's a big influence. And he's a big influence in my art. And I saw this piece in black and white, and I remember when I saw it, like he's able to pull off these effects. Because this snowing effect, for example, this is something that you could interpret just from the line work itself. Like if there's ever a way for you to see this piece by just the line art, he hatches things in a way where it looks as if there's like snow in these top areas of the piece, and it's just Rob's masterful use of hatching, where he can give off these kinds of effects and pull off the rendering in the way that he does, so you can interpret exactly what it is. And it's something that I always study about his work, because like, for example, you'll draw a piece of wood, you'll draw a piece of metal, you draw a piece of fabric, and when you render it, you have to render it in such a way that it reads as wood or metal or fabric. And so doing that, it's not easy. It's not easy. There's certain patterns that cross hatching patterns that you can use that will give specific effects or in a much better way. And yeah, Rob has that mastered. I think he has it mastered. I think Rob's at the point where he's just exploring with different ways of doing his art. But I mean, I think he's a master of hatching. And his art is definitely worth studying. Definitely worth studying. And I study his stuff all the time. He's one of my biggest influences. Really good stuff. And Yaki just goes in and just destroys it. Destroys it. You know, like for example, Rob Willis, he'll give you a certain feel for it, and he'll leave things like, for example, this lightning here. No, so you know, leaving that lighting so you can see that the fingers are there. But then, for example, Yaki, he goes in here and then he uses that, gives it this color, and then does this, which is an effect that you can't really do with lines. And so he makes those two things work together, and then he gives like a sort of balance to the piece. So it's not just all lights coming from here. There's also some down here. And so even the signature, he played with it in such a way where this also pops out, so you can have balance and not just focused on one area of the drawing. So it's really great stuff. And I got this, as a metal card. Oh, look at that. Yeah, buddy. And I got the book. I can't find the book. It's under all this other stuff that I got. There it is. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm a fan of Willis. Yeah, when I got Sovereign Wolf, I got the Willis cover. Yeah, anything that's got Willis on it, I'm back. And then last but not least is this piece of crap. Well, this is oh man, this is nice. This is my pinup. This is called Selfie. This is by me, and colors by the awesome Matt Yaki. And yeah, man, I wish I could show you the original for this piece, but Neff has the original for this piece. And yeah, man, I just really had a great time doing this. And if you want the inside scoop or story of what went behind the creation of this, I did a video that's called Behind the Art MAVRICS, and then I'll talk in depth about the process of making this piece. And I'm glad I have it here with me, and it's just awesome stuff. Because in that video, I don't have any pictures, I don't have anything. But here, like, I actually have the pinup in my hand. I'm just so happy that other people have had this piece, or have this piece currently, you know, and I hope that they like it. And yes, it's awesome. And got it colored by Matt Yaki. It was because of this piece I was like, man, I really should consider getting a chance to work with Matt so I can get him on my stuff. And I was able to do so. And he's the colorist for the cover of my piece. No, so yeah, check that out. It says Elliot and Yaki. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, it's just great. I like his interpretation of this. I had no idea this was a night sky. I mean, I thought he could have went like daylight time and then colored it accordingly, but he did the night. I'm assuming, I don't know, we have to ask him one day, but I'm assuming he went dark with the background so the light can pop out more for the energy beams. My hypothesis, my theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what I think. And yeah, man, so this is my pinup from for the MAVRICS campaign. And these are all the pinups from all of these awesome artists that you could get by backing a MAVRICS campaign. I'm pretty sure now that the campaign is closed. I'm pretty sure it's closed. But yeah, I know that Neff is definitely going to come back with book 2. And I'm sure he's going to do a bunch of... he's going to have a bunch of these guys come back, you know, for round 2. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to come back for round 2 also. And yeah, the quality of all of these pinups are great. And this is just excellent work. Yeah, they spared no expense. No expense. All of these pieces are awesome. Look at that. I got a Bascom piece. I got all these awesome pieces. Got an Eric piece. I got a Jeremy piece. I got a Matt Barr piece. This is also my first Matt Barr piece. Maxi Dallo. Oh man, good stuff, man. Yeah, all this awesome art. Yes, that's a lot of work, and yeah. So that's it for the video. I'm sorry that it's much longer than I normally do with these videos, but yeah. So yeah, just wanted to apologize for not having that many videos coming out right now. I'm slowly getting back into the grind of drawing, and just so you don't think that I'm messing with you, here is a glimpse. Let me see how much I can show off of this. Here is a glimpse of the pinup that I'm currently working on. I'm going to start posting drawing videos as I start rendering this. But if you're aware of my drawing process, you know that first I do these lines, and then when I start doing the blacks, and then I start rendering. I'll do that later on. And so when I start doing that, I'll start posting more videos as I get this piece done. This is going to be my next pinup. And I'm starting with the pinup because I need to brush off the rust. There's like almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I didn't draw. So getting back into the habit is costing me a lot more than I had thought. So yeah, I'm going to post videos for the art soon. I'm also going to post more videos of the trailer that I premiered on the live stream with Corey's Corner from a few days ago. And yeah, so please be on the lookout. I'm very sorry, but for not having more content in these last 3 weeks, but I will start posting videos more frequently. And that's it. So yeah, shout out to Global Studios, shout out to Neff, shout out to Frequency Girl. Thank you very much for selecting me amongst this pool of talent of these great artists to collaborate and contribute something to the story. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much to everybody else in the who's watching the video. Please don't forget to hit the like button, to subscribe to the channel, And please share the video, tell everybody about me, and that's it. And then be on the lookout for any news regarding my comic that's called Ominous, which I'm currently working on, by means of this new pinup. And I'm gonna start jumping into pages after this. So just please be patient with me. And that's it. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care. Be safe. Bye. And before you go, don't forget that I'm working on my own comic. It's called Ominous, and it starts with a 10-page preview with story and artwork by yours truly, featuring this sweet cover colored by the awesome Matt Yackey. So be sure to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on everything.